Hi friends, how are y'all doing? Yep, it's Saturday, January the 2nd, and I have a few videos I need to get caught up on. So I thought, let's go ahead and do it. So I'm having some tea, some chamomile tea with sugar. And the first video I'm going to do is something you've all been waiting for. It is one of my most requested videos. So I am here today with a Salvation Army. Are you ready? Get ready. Book haul. So I spent, you notice how YouTubers always put their hands behind things, $16.13, and I bought 5 hardback books and 5 softback books, and their price is there at my Salvation Army in Corpus Christi. I'm pretty sure we only have one, and they are $2 for hardbacks and $1 for paperbacks unless otherwise marked. So some of them had orange stickers on the spine. I don't know what that means because we didn't get a discount. So the first book I got was Rosamund Pilcher. You guys know, maybe you don't, maybe you do. I love this author, and my favorite fiction book of all time is by her, and it's called Winter Solstice. So this is 3 complete novels: September, Voices in Summer, and The Carousel. I've read September, I've read Voices in Summer, I haven't read The Carousel, but I'm happy to reread all 3 because I don't remember the first 2 all that well. I love the way she writes. If you like gentle fiction that, they're all based in, I think, Scotland or England, one of those. So she writes like using their not their dialect, but their language, their words. And it's really lovely to read. It's a very gentle fiction, and you just have to read it to understand what I'm talking about. But yeah, I would recommend her. She's really good. I wonder if she's still alive. She's pretty old. And then I found this book. I already have bookmarks in some of them. Games Criminals Play: How You Can Profit by Knowing Them by Bud Allen and Diana Bosta. And this was $2. Excuse me. And the back says, have you ever done anything you didn't really want to do? Have you ever had that gut level feeling that something was wrong but couldn't put your finger on it? These games are perfected in prison, but are games everyone should know. Here, for the first time, is a book that, for correctional employees, provides one of the most effective tools for the behavior control of prisoners. For the public, exposes the scam or fraud and teaches how to recognize and prevent the processes criminals apply to society. This is a non-technical book that anyone can understand and use in his or her daily life. So I thought, I wonder if I know some of them. I'm not a criminal, it takes one to know one. I'm not a criminal, but I have been a victim to a few games that people have played. So I thought, well, why not give it a read? Can't hurt. Maybe it can. Maybe it can make you more suspicious. That's something to think about after I read it. Okay, I got this favorite brand name bake sale cookbook. So what I thought it was, there's a cookbook that has I think it's called back of the box recipes. And I do have my ring light on. I'm so happy about it because I can actually film in my room. You can see me. So you may see it reflected in this book. So I thought this was one of the back of the box recipe books, and I don't think it is. Okay, so I know I'm probably in a different position because Mark just came in and we had to talk a second, so I had to turn off the video camera. So this book, look at these bears. I mean, I'm never going to make those bears, let's be honest, but they're cute to look at. So this is not the book that I thought it was, but when I was looking, because for me to spend $2 on a cookbook, because I already have so many, I know $2 isn't a lot, but you have to remember, the Salvation Army is in town, and the Goodwill that I go to, I usually wait until books are like half off or 75% off before I buy them. And this is like a really good cookbook that I've been wanting. So for me to spend $2 on a cookbook that I don't really need, you know that I looked through the recipes and thought highly of them and thought that I could use them. The thing that stands out about the recipes in this book is that they have like a brand name in it. Like the cranberry cappuccino muffins, the brand name is Ocean Spray, and that's the cranberries. And then like upside down banana pecan muffins, the brand name is Wesson, and it's Wesson vegetable oil. So a lot of good basic and not so basic baked goods in this. Like we need any more starting the new year, right? But and then I think I manifested this book, y'all. Christmas with Susan Branch. Christmas from the Heart of the Home. And then it's Susan Branch. So I don't know if I've ever showed you guys my Susan Branch cookbook. It is full of, Susan Branch does beautiful like country illustrations, and I have had her cookbook for a long time, and then when we saw one at Goodwill, Kate bought it for herself because she loves that cookbook. And I didn't know Susan Branch made a Christmas cookbook, but I was watching this video, and this woman did like a Christmas decor house tour, and she showed her Susan Branch Christmas cookbook, and I was like, what? I must have it. So have I been looking for it? No. Did I go online? Did I go to Amazon? No. I didn't do any of that because it's not a priority. But it showed up at the Goodwill. I mean, the Salvation Army. So $2, well spent. It has beautiful little illustrations and interesting but usable recipes. And then I'm just going to show you, yeah, like look at that. Isn't that beautiful? You could just sit around reading your cookbooks. So I was really excited about that. And then this next book made my little heart go pitter patter, pitter patter. So let me explain it before I show it to you. I watch these videos on YouTube, and they're farm vids. You may have seen them. You probably have. They're very popular. They have Ruth Goodman, Alex Ginn, and Peter something. And these three people, Ruth Goodwin is like a homemaking historian. The other two are archaeologists. I'm not sure. Anyway, they have supposedly, this is like a reality show. They have gone to a farm and lived there for a year in each different era. And like they've done the Tudor farms, they've done Victorian farm, they've done wartime farm, they've done Edwardian farm. Anyway, look it up on YouTube. It is fantabulous. And I always wondered, where does Ruth get her information from? She must have piles of delicious, wonderful books that she pores over from the Tudor period. Like how, what kind of library does this woman have? Anyway, when I saw this book, I was like, I have to get it. It is Everyday Life in the Middle Ages by it has somebody's name written in it. Texts by Suzanne Comte, translated by David McCrae. And it has, of course, beautiful artwork or pictures of their art that they created. And some are in color, some are in black and white. It's like every other page. And it's going to be a fantabulous read. And I'm going to enjoy having this in my collection. Okay, so one of my goals this year is watch less TV, read more books. I'm not putting any sort of restriction on myself. Like, you can't watch TV. You have to read a book. I'm not doing a reading challenge for any month, but I would like to read more books. And one of the things that's missing from my life is some good old-fashioned fiction. I have been so concentrated on being a good wife, being a good mother, being a good everything to everybody, and this year I need some more balance in my life, and that includes making more time for myself. So I'm going to allow myself to read fiction. I allowed myself to read at the beginning of lockdown, back in March. You know, we had books from the library already, and they didn't want them back until like June or something. So, and we had books in the house, but I allowed myself to read then, because what else are you gonna do, you know? So I got thrown out of whack this year, and so I haven't seen too many fiction books at Goodwill that I really want to read. If I find a fiction book, first of all, they're just, the Goodwill that I go to is a mess in the book department. The books get a mess and they don't bother to fix them. And the one we go to in town, it's like you need a tetanus shot to even walk in there. It's just bad. I don't know why. I'm disappointed like 80% of the time. Salvation Army is really, they have a huge book section, and it's very well kept. So I looked through all of the books. Oh, I didn't tell you guys, Mark and I's 21st wedding anniversary was the 29th. Our 21st wedding anniversary was the 29th of December. So that was Thursday, I think. So before we went to dinner, we had a little time to kill, or to use. Sorry, I don't like saying time to kill. We had a little time to use, so we went to the Salvation Army, and I didn't have to rush in and rush out. We were just going there to browse, so I let myself take my time and look through all the books, and it was such an enjoyable experience. And that's how I found all these delicious books. So this stack of books, some of the authors I haven't heard of, some of them I have, some of them Mark has, and some were I just picked them up because they sounded good. So the first one I got is called The 13th Tale by Diane Setterfield, and you have to let me know if y'all have read any of these or read any other books by these authors, and if you liked them or not. So let me just read you what this is about. Reclusive author Vida Winter, famous for her collection of 12 enchanting stories, has spent the past 6 decades penning a series of alternate lives for herself. Now old and ailing, she is ready to reveal the truth about her extraordinary existence and the violent and tragic past she has kept secret for so long. Calling on Margaret Lee, a young biographer troubled by her own painful history, Vida enters the life she meant to bury for good. Margaret is mesmerized by the author's tale of Gothic strangers, featuring the beautiful and willful Isabel, the feral twins Adeline and Emmeline, a ghost, a governess, a topiary garden, and a devastating fire. Together, Margaret and Vida confront the ghosts that have haunted them while becoming finally transformed by the truth themselves. Yikes. And then Mark said that he had watched this. I guess it's a movie, a miniseries on Netflix, I think. The Magicians. Lev Grossman, the author of The Magician King and The Magician's Land, writes The Magicians. And it says, Quentin Coldwater is brilliant but miserable. A high school math genius, he's secretly fascinated with a series of children's fantasy novels set in a magical land called Fillory, and real life is disappointing by comparison. When Quentin is unexpectedly admitted to an elite secret college of magic, it looks like his wildest dreams may have come true. But his newfound powers lead him down a rabbit hole of hedonism and disillusionment, and ultimately to the dark secret behind the story of Fillory. The land of his childhood fantasies turns out to be much darker and more dangerous than he ever could have imagined. Whoa. Right? So, and then I got this for Preston. Uncle John's 24-karat gold bathroom reader. Preston loves the bathroom readers. It's full of short, interesting stories. If you've never picked up a bathroom reader, pick one up. They're fun to read. And you don't have to keep them in the bathroom. We don't keep them in the bathroom. And then I got House of Smoke. Sherlock Holmes' greatest nemesis unleashes Victorian London's deadliest assassin. This is by Sam Krister. So, anything Sherlock Holmes. I was like, should I get this? Is this going to make me go cross-eyed? Because I feel like I'm not in the mental space right now to have to figure out a mystery. But look at that cover. Can't you just picture yourself there? I'm like, I'm going to be so confused by the end of it. I'm going to go throw up. It's going to make me throw up. I'm going to be so upset. But I had to pick it up. Speaking of being so upset, I'm going to throw up. Sharon K. Penman, When Christ and His Saints Slept. A historical work of fiction that is how many pages long? 750. 750 pages. There's questions and topics for discussion. The person who had it had to write notes about who everyone was. So, this is really gonna stress me out, and I'm not even sure I'll be able to keep my head on straight after I start reading it. And the fiction books that have family trees, I'm not going to know who done it and why they did it by like chapter 2. So I bought this just to torture myself. So, yep, that is my exciting and fabulous book haul from the Salvation Army. And that's all I have going on for this video. So, yep, if you have any of these books and you want to share, you want to talk about it, let me know in the comments. Yep. I know, I'm so exciting today. I need to do my candle empties and my candle schedule. We've already started burning some of the candles because I haven't been keeping up on my videos. But for now, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to put these books away, and yep, if you like sarcastic videos like these, give me a thumbs up. And if you are not subscribed, please subscribe. I would love to have you here. And I'll see you guys in my next video, friends. Bye.